This video is brought to you by my generous backers over on Patreon. If you'd like to support the channel and get cool perks like access to the Discord, seeing the videos a week before anyone else, or an entire video dedication, then feel free to check out my Patreon. The link's in the description below. This video is dedicated to Deja Shade. A huge shout out to Deja Shade for supporting the channel. Right, it's time for you to start earning your crust now. What's that?
It's a Gargos Vicious Watcher.
Versus?
Tasigur the Golden Fang.
Tasigur, that's yeah, very exotic.
Golos Tireless Pilgrim.
Mm-hmm.
And Grenzo Havoc Rasier!
Okay. Now, do we have Dryad Arbor in this deck? Well, as per usual in these videos, I'm not playing to give you airtight gameplay.
But you've got your Burning Boot.
Oh yeah, I've got the infamous Burning Boot.
That one, Tasigur. Why, he looks like he's chilling out. He looks like he's in some...
He's referred to as the Banana King because he's got a massive affliction for homosexuals. No, because he's got a bowl of fruit next to him and you can see some bananas.
But
so
he
people call him the Banana King.
He looks a bit creepy. And he's got a whip in his hand. I'm not being funny, but he looks like he has a dungeon.
He'll do a bit of anything.
Well, yeah, he looks like he will.
We're starting this video off with a bang, aren't we?
Well.
It's already gone off the rails.
You've played a Cranial Mage before? And Go-Go, but are they the same ones?
Yeah, they're the same guys that have been showing up recently. I need to... sometimes we've got to rely on randoms on the internet because there's only one or two patrons available, and I need to open up the Discord.
You do? Because I'm not being funny.
To all of the other viewers.
It looks like you've got like 3 friends.
That's more friends than I've got in real life.
It looks like you're a Billy No Mates.
No, I am a Billy No Mates.
Well,
I don't tolerate human. I don't tolerate human beings all that well.
That is because you sit in this room all day talking to a microphone.
Yeah. That's not the reason I don't tolerate them. I can't abide people. They annoy me. I've had some bitching and cattiness today that I couldn't be bothered with. From certain individuals that will go unnamed.
But did you deserve it? Were you being annoying?
No, not to me. To each other. It was like a game. Sometimes when games don't go people's way, I didn't play a...
What are you doing?
I just... Oh my God, it's already going wrong. I was thinking about grabbing this card with this. And so I grabbed it with that instead. What a div.
Oh no.
God, it's already going off the rails.
It's all gone pear-shaped. It's all gone Pete Tong. Oh well. Never mind,
But yeah, we have people getting annoyed at each other because it's an age-old discussion and it's always really controversial that you try and discuss power levels in the game before you play so that you can try and be on the same kind of wavelength.
About this. Yeah, which makes sense.
Makes sense, but it's impossible. Yeah. Like, you can only... I don't know, you just kind of have to play with each other, and you'd think people who watch the videos would kind of know what type of thing we're going for, but then you get people bringing stuff like that's just stacks and... all kinds of things that's just completely obnoxious. And
I've said it to you as an outsider, and I don't know anything about the game, but that is something that needs to be talked about first. Because if you went like that into every sport, like a game of tennis or something, it's like playing somebody with the hands tied behind the back or something. Or that's not a great example, but you know what I'm saying, don't you? It's like playing somebody with a problem, and it's. Yeah.
There's some kind of handicap on someone, like, I don't know, it's just that...
Yeah.
It was it's one thing to have like one-sided games. It's going to happen because some people just get better starts than others. But then to judge a game that goes well for a player based on one game and say, oh yeah, well this is how your deck always runs, and you're always going to do really well, and your deck is just really powerful compared to ours. You can't judge that type of thing based on one game.
Can you?
And people do for some reason.
Yeah, well, people are very.
It's like I've had games where, like, one deck, it'll play really horrendously one game, and then it'll just run away with it the next game. It's just, it happens. So you can't judge the way a deck's going to run based on one good game, and that's what we've had a little bit of that today.
People are short-sighted, though. They live in that minute, and they forget, and they don't. I don't know. It is strange.
You do just need to think past.
Well, it's foresight, isn't it, and all sorts of things. And anyway.
But anyway, we're all friends, and we're all happy.
Yeah, come on.
We're all friends.
There's a massive lockdown going on, and we've got to be happy. Got to be happy. It's a lovely sunny day here in England.
Giving away where we live.
Oops.
I'm joking. They know
that.
Yeah, they know we live in England.
Good God.
I think the accents give it away.
I'm not going to say.
Although I don't think we really have accents.
Well, I do, but you don't.
You've got like a common northern accent. Haven't you?
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Well, that's all right.
Just because.
Yeah. I do sometimes. Some words slip out.
No, you've got like a posh voice. You put this voice on when you, and then when you talk to me posh. In the kitchen or wherever. I don't know why. You said
you said that last time. I thought that last time you said it on the last video. You said, "Oh yeah, when you talk to me in the kitchen, like it's the only place that we speak to each other."
We don't talk a lot. Or when we go for a walk, you talk to me then when we go for a walk.
Well, yeah, because we're together then, aren't we? And we're there's nothing else to do. Yeah, like when there isn't, because when we're around the house and we're doing things like in the garden or vacuuming the carpet or cleaning windows or whatever stupid thing we're doing.
You don't clean windows.
Oh, all right. Completely missing the point.
I'm not missing the point. I'm just saying you don't clean the windows.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll shut up then. I've got Limp Bizkit stuck in my head now.
Oh yeah. What's its name? What's his name? Durst?
Fred Durst he's called.
I can't name a song now. Keep rolling.
That's right.
It's about the only one I know. You do a funny thing. What does he say? Because the lyrics are really funny, aren't they?
I haven't listened to Limp Bizkit since I was in my teens, like 15, 20 years ago. And if you listen back to them now, they're really funny. Mm-hmm. Like really trying to be
on edgy,
angsty and edgy.
Yeah.
What's the one I always laugh at?
Yeah.
Take my advice.
Life's a piece of shit or something.
Yeah, it's
really
take my advice.
Really naff.
Take my advice. You don't want to step into a big pile of shit.
Yeah, that's it. I'd never heard that. It's
sound advice.
Yeah.
That Fred. Thanks.
It is. Like, don't go stepping in a big pile of dog shit. Well, cheers for that, mate.
Thanks, Fred.
Thanks. Yeah, you've made millions. I'm always just standing in a big pile of dog poo.
What the hell is going on here? Cranial is going nuts with Rhystic Study. Can play multiple lands a turn with Exploration. And he's just going crazy. I haven't even been watching the game. We've had some lands missed over here from Golos.
Golos? I thought I thought you got the name wrong of the person that was playing you then. But it's Go Batman.
Yeah, it's Go Batman.
Go Gadget, Go Batman.
Go Gadget Batman, yeah. And then we're getting an attacking at us. I mean, I really don't care about keeping a Woodfall or a Wood Elves in place, so we'll block with that. That is 6 damage. We're saving ourselves.
Are you playing now? Is it your go?
No, I'm waiting for Cranial to take his turn.
Cranial, big head. I bet he's got a big forehead.
If he's got a massive cranial, then I would imagine his forehead's big, yeah. I would think so. Rehashing just the old joke. We're like comedians, just rehashing the same stuff over and over again. Right, so can this... Yes, you have the city's blessing, so... why don't we go like that?
Yeah, flip your cards.
And we'll go in for Green Sun Zenith. I've no idea what we're getting with this. I'm hoping we've got a Reclamation Sage, but this might be a complete train wreck. I've got Reclamation Sage in here. Surely I do. We've got a Mana Gorger. We've got a Reclamation Sage. There we go.
Thank the Lord for that. I wonder what we were going to do then.
You were panicking then, weren't you? I was panicking.
Flipping heck. Jeebus.
So we'll get rid of the Rhystic Study and then just hold back the Rec Sage as a means of blocking.
It was my birthday yesterday.
It was Cretin's birthday yesterday.
Yay!
And yeah, it was a bit sad that you couldn't really come into that closer contact with your ma and pa, could you?
Yeah, it was a bit poop.
But
it was a bit poop.
We got to see them at least, didn't we?
Yeah, we saw them.
And what did you get? Do you want to tell them what you got or not?
Some nice Cheshire Cat pyjamas.
Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland's one of your favourite films, isn't it? So you have like pink stripy bottoms and a Cheshire Cat top. So
yeah, I look a bit of a fool, but I like them. Well, no, they're nice.
No one's going to see you, are they?
Like them. And you got me sun ham cream because you think my hands are crispy and dry. I think I've got scabby old hands.
It wasn't just hand cream. I got you like
face cream as well. So what are you trying to say?
Face cream?
Yeah.
What was that in?
What do you mean? What was that in? In that box? You don't remember what you bought me?
Well, it's all just lotions and potions and creams and shit, innit? Like,
why don't you just buy me plastic surgery next year?
No, I can't be arsed with all that. It's too expensive. Just made do with the way you are. I'll just put some clothes pegs on the back of your head. Pull it all back.
Yeah, I'll just tie my hair. In fact, that's funny that really I did that the other week at work, and I tied my hair back quite tight, and someone went, "Oh, you look younger today," or something. I said, "Yeah, you know why? It's because I've got my hair pulled back." It's so funny. It's an old trick that Madonna used to do it and stuff. It's funny.
I like you better with your hair down, though.
Yeah.
I think it looks stupid when they like slick back the hair and like pull it really tight, like they're gonna.
Well, it gives you a headache for one.
Well, I bet it does.
Comfortable.
Yeah, I bet it does. I bet it makes your scalp ache.
There's all sorts of problems with people having their hair cut now because you can't go and get your hair.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run some clippers through mine.
I've said I'll do it.
Yeah, I will let you do it. I just yeah, I mean, I don't do anything with my hair anyway, do I? Can't be bothered.
No. I'm lucky if you wash it.
I'm lucky if I wash it.
No, you do. You do wash it.
Yeah, of course I do. I'm not the last thing I want to be is a cliche
Magic the Gathering player.
Magic the Gathering nerd.
Yeah, who smells. He's a bit sweaty.
Oh, it's the worst. Like, you go into...
Oh, don't. Because when I met you when we went in that shop... Sorry.
Muppet you. In the middle of that city what we live in.
Sorry, yeah, we went somewhere.
Div.
And it smelt.
Yeah, you go into these card shops. It's the same all over the world. It has to be. It's not exclusive to us, is it? And you go into a card shop, and I don't know if it's like the collective or if it's just one smelly dude. But there's always at least one. It's the same at like these conventions and stuff. Like, you'll go to some, like, Comic-Con type thing, and it's all the same. Like, you know the type. We've all seen him. It's like that guy, the comic book guy on The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you get those types, right? And just as a public service announcement, deodorant doesn't replace showering, all right? An aftershave doesn't replace showering. What the hell? I just passed through that without even seeing what's happening. Going in at us with them, yeah, whatever. I
bet they're not like that in Germany.
It smells like foisty perfume, right?
Well, no.
You need to shower. I cannot believe there's people in 2020 that are going into like tight spaces like a card shop and they stink.
Yeah,
it takes 10 minutes to have a shower.
I don't know what the card shops, like the places that sell them in other countries are.
It's got to be like
but
that
here,
everywhere,
they tend to be dingy, dark. and then they sell like all the other kind of.
No, there's some in
I've not been to
in some of the bigger cities, like
right.
in like places that I won't mention.
Yeah, I know where you mean.
There are some like bright, open, glass fronted places, But even them, I think it is just one or two people letting it down, because sometimes you'll go in and it's all right, and then other times you'll go in and it hums. Yeah, and it's just. Anyway, we need to be getting past that at this point. So let's just all work together as a team and shower ourselves, shall we? For God's sake. How do we not know to shower? Bunch of nerds. Well, I'm doing them a favour. Some people might be offended by me saying this because it hits a bit close to home, but it doesn't take long, and you're gonna up your chances of meeting girls, right? Assuming that most of the people watching this are lads, right? And people aren't gonna mind being around you as much. It's just, it goes without saying. You need to wash yourself. We've been on this a long time. It seems to have. Awoken something in me.
Yeah, it does. You get a bit.
It's something I'm passionate about. Clearly.
And then you go on and on and on about it.
Well, people stink, and they need to not stink around me.
All right, just leave it now. Let's go on to something else.
Smelly sods. What are you laughing at? You just thought of something, didn't you?
I was laughing at because of that Everyone Loves Raymond one I saw the other morning when he goes into the comic shop.
Everybody Loves Raymond. His daughter collects cards or something, doesn't she?
Cashido card. I can't remember it.
It's probably made up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But it's just funny. And he goes into this Raymond. He travels like 200 miles in the rain to get this certain card for his daughter. And the guy in the card shop's just hilarious. This is mint condition.
He must be like...
it's proper funny.
The comic book guy from Simpsons.
Yeah.
You remember him, don't you?
Yeah. And then the funny thing is, he gives it to his... So he goes, does all that, gets back home, gives it to his daughter. She gets the card, and he's paid like $200 and odd. And then she folds it up and puts it in her pocket. And he goes, no, don't fold it up.
Yeah. No, they'll be able... People might not have seen Everybody Loves Raymond, but they'll be able to relate to that, because there's these expensive cards in Magic the Gathering as well, and you're supposed to like put them in sleeves and all that, just keep them nice.
Oh, I know, yeah.
And
keep them mint condition.
Mint condition.
No creases.
Yeah, and you see some of the cards that were played back in the day in the 90s when it was kids playing on the playground, and they're all like scuffed,
battered,
and you can tell where they've been rubbed against the concrete and stuff.
Aww.
And some of them would have been worth thousands and thousands.
But we've had this it's like antiques.
Yeah, it's hindsight, you can't.
Yeah, but then there's times when we watch antiques programmes, don't we? And there's times when they'll say, oh, well, that's good. It shows a lot of wear and da-da-da. And they'll say it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
But then there's other times they'll go, oh, it's too battered. That's not worth anything now.
Yeah, with some things it adds to the value.
Yeah.
Some things they like a bit of grime and a bit of dust and whatever. And then some things that need to be in absolute mint condition.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so what's going on? Coming back in at us really has it in for us for some reason.
Oh, it doesn't like you.
Yeah, doesn't seem to. Not even going in at the Planeswalker.
Do you want me to send him a message?
Draw card equal to the greatest power. I think we're going to have to draw cards.
Do you want me to send him a nasty worded message saying stop having a go at tribalkai?
If you wouldn't mind, yeah, I'd love that. So how much? That's 2, 4, 6. That's 10. And that's 13. Yeah, we'll just take it, whatever.
I don't think that's the right attitude to have. Come on.
Well, I said at the beginning of the game, I said I'm going to bring power level, what did I say, 6 to 7. And I said I don't really care what anyone else brings. You do whatever you want. We'll see what happens when people are left to their own devices, because I'm going to be concentrating on talking to you.
Oh, that's nice for a change. That's lovely.
In this game. So we'll just see what everyone's brought. Obviously, Cranials decided to bring something really good.
It's all right.
Well, yeah, I don't care.
It's all right.
Like I said, I'm not... My aim isn't to go nuts in this game. Get down Polukranos, and we will put the Swiftfoot boots onto that.
The what?
Swiftfoot boots. Fire boots.
Oh, yeah, I like that one. I don't know why. I do like that one.
And then I'm going to minus down Garrick, and we will draw 5 cards.
Oh, let's hope there's some funny cards.
You haven't looked at any of the cards yet, see if they're funny or not, have you?
Oh, yeah.
Name height.
Oh, excuse me.
Excellent, that didn't take long, did it?
Sorry.
And then do we want to bother with Rancor or not? I think we wait for Rancor because it's good with our commander. Whip-Tongue Hydra, which one? That is... that's the one with flying. Oh, it takes out a lot of creatures with flying because it's like a chameleon.
Yeah, I can see
it's,
that.
It grabs the insects out of the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With its big tongue.
Because it's big tongue. I'm just going to have to hold creatures back because apparently Cranial is going to keep coming in at us. I'm hoping that we can get into Wasteland and then we can use both Strip Mine and Wasteland to get rid of these, but it's all dependent on... What's this? That just untaps a land. I don't know if they can get lands out of the graveyard yet. That will do it. So we're going to have to get rid of this before we get rid of these. Merfolk,
that's from,
you like them?
Well, that's from Mere People. It's like from Harry Potter, isn't it?
Mere People?
The Mere folk that live underwater.
Well, they call them merfolk, don't they?
Yeah.
As in mermaids?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
This was long before Harry Potter.
Mm. Maybe that means something. Maybe
J.K. Rowling plays Magic the Gathering.
No, I think she just used words.
I think you'll find she plays Magic the Gathering.
Okay, love. I doubt it very much.
Why? Why wouldn't she play Magic the Gathering? Why is that so unbelievable to you? All right, yeah, good point. I never thought about it like that.
Who's Dr. Beard?
Dr. Beard, he's a patron.
All right.
That's why he's in the Discord.
Jay Hendricks, is that in like Jimi Hendrix? Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, someone made that joke already, and I wonder how much he gets that.
Right. Well, he's not spelled it
every
the right
time.
way.
Every time he introduces himself, oh, do you play guitar? Are you?
Well, I'm trying, aren't I? But I've not been practicing a lot.
Yeah, to play guitar, yeah, you are, yeah. Well, you're quite good at guitar now, considering you've only just started. You started about a year ago, didn't you? And
yeah,
you're doing well.
And you
with
got
it.
me a nice guitar, a Taylor.
I got you
a GS Mini,
a Taylor GS Mini. And you were struggling with the guitar you had because the neck was too wide for you, wasn't it? And you've only got smaller hands. So you needed a baby guitar, didn't you? With a smaller body and a narrower neck.
No, it's made a hell of a difference.
And you can actually play it now, can't you?
Well, it's easier, to
of course
play.
It is.
It's lovely. It's a beautiful guitar.
It is.
Nothing's happening.
You've only got one card in hand, Outlaw. What are you doing?
Woo, Outlaw.
Outlaw, come on. Hurry up. I've got a game to lose.
Yay! He's done something, and
right.
I don't even know what he's done.
That is Claws of Gix, which is sacrifice a permanent and gain 1 life. What was sacrificed? They sacrificed Mana Web. Didn't even know that was in play.
You've not been taking notice.
No, I have not been paying any attention at all. I've been expending the cards to let people know what's in play.
That, really, because
I shouldn't say.
Care.
Well, they know I care.
Well, okay then.
I'm just saying God, if they can't appreciate that I can't play the game, really concentrate on this and concentrate on what you're saying,
okay.
I can't do both,
right.
can I? People need to appreciate that if they don't.
All right. I'm glad you've got your slippers on at
I'm
least.
sure they do. People really liked the game that we released. It released a few days ago as of the time of this recording, didn't it? With you on it.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of really nice comments.
Yeah, it was nice. It was very nice. Especially about the Wiener Würstel. I need to thank that one. And I can't, because you only showed it me once, so I can't remember who he was or who they were. There
was a guy from Germany, and then there was someone else who's been with the channel for a long time.
He was really nice.
I can't remember who it was either. There's too many names to remember, but someone from Austria as well.
Yes.
So similar cultures. And
I was really glad that they realised, because I was upset that I got it wrong.
Well, you corrected yourself
about
the video, though.
Yeah, about the
sausage. You said you thought it was a sausage.
But then I knew a Wiener Schnitzel was...
And then you've corrected yourself and said, oh, yeah, it's flat meat.
Yeah.
And
coming
this
from
just
Germany,
really...
I should know.
Yeah, well, you were born in Mönchengladbach, weren't you? So
I should know.
Yeah, so you would think that you would know all about
everybody.
these.
No, but it was nice, though.
That really... stuck with you, didn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's really nice.
Is it food in general that you like to know about?
No, it's just that...
Or is it German food that you feel an affinity towards?
Maybe it's a bit of both. Because even though I live in England, I always want
contradictory
Germany
points,
to win, like football and stuff.
Yeah, so you're rooting for Germany,
basically,
I
do like Germany, yeah. Right. I've got an affinity. Yeah,
It's just as well rooting for Germany's football team. It's one of the best teams in the world, isn't it? National teams.
No, I do. Well, my mum and dad
international teams
said when I was born that it was clean and it was nice and people were, courteous and it was just a nice place to live.
Well,
really nice place to live.
This was a few decades ago, so I wonder if it's a generational thing or if it was a national thing, where if it's just the Germanic area of Europe, like people just tend to be like that. Maybe the European continent in general is like that.
Yeah.
Or if it was generational, where people in general were just like that back then.
But
we need to go there for ourselves and suss it out.
We do, but with all this that's going on at the moment, Germany are doing really well with testing. Like I had this conversation with my mum and dad today about the fact that all the statistics that they're putting out, like for around where we live, it's apparently quite bad. But you don't know. Our government has said they haven't got enough tests for even London. So all the figures are skewed because people aren't being tested. So you don't know how many people have got this
that's right,
disease. So you know what I'm saying, don't you?
Yeah.
But Germany apparently are testing people.
Testing like crazy and getting accurate statistics. Yeah.
Because it only takes one person to have it to go out there and...
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And it doubles once and then it doubles twice and then it multiplies like crazy.
They're doing really well.
So if you can remove even a couple of people from the equation, it slashes the numbers.
Yeah, massively. Yeah. And then you've got other countries, I can't remember what it was now, I saw on the news, that they're just not arsed at all. they're just
not bothering to test. No. See, this is the thing. You're only as strong as your weakest link.
Yeah.
So if you've got people, or like an entire nation, especially in Europe with the Schengen Agreement, where people can just travel to and from countries as they please, I don't know if all that's been shut down at the moment. It probably should have been. But, I mean, they don't have, like... rock solid borders where like you could walk into another country if you live in the right place. So like the guy I used to work with who lived in Poland or is from Poland, they used to drive over to Germany to get things cheaper. Stuff like that, It's like in the US they'll drive across states because certain states have like sales taxes and then other ones don't, so you can get away with buying in bulk and not paying sales tax.
We've been England.
So what I mean is, if people are travelling like that and they've got some kind of illness, then
it's fatal.
Yeah.
It won't be right for over a year, and then even then, people will have to be careful about because it could change strain. It could change.
Well, anyway. It mutates. That's the thing, and it might mutate itself out of existence. That's the best thing we can hope for, but it might just mutate itself to keep itself around. But it's not like it has a will.
No, I know.
It mutates the way it mutates, and if it works, it works. If not, it doesn't. We just have to hope for it not working. Whatever mutation it devolves into next. But that's why. Yes, but evolves into next, and that's why it's so important for people to take all this seriously and staying at home and stuff, even though it is
hard.
Oh, it's really hard, yeah.
Yeah, it is for you.
You
can just sit in this room all day, you're quite happy.
You keep saying that. I don't, this isn't my job, so I don't do this all day, do I?
Yeah, no, but
this isn't anywhere close to my job.
I don't do this normally.
Well, you keep saying that I'm sitting in here all day. I'm not. in here all day.
You've been here all day today?
Yeah, on a Saturday when we record. You know that's when we do it.
Who's getting annoyed at me?
Me. Because you're bullshitting. You just say stuff.
Oh,
as though it's fact.
There's a blackbird having a bath.
All right, I'll start shit stirring with you then, and we'll see how quickly you storm out of the room.
Okay, well I need some more wine anyway, so I'm going, and I need to take my peppers out of the oven that I'm roasting to make a nice sauce for your tea. So you, because you're not going to get any tea.
How the hell are you going to stop me taking food from your grasp?
I will stop you.
Oh, we're getting attacked again. Okay.
Christ.
Yeah, Cranial's. We must have done something to upset Cranial at some point because he's going in hard at us.
Cranial, we love you. Cranial, stop it. Stop it, horrible.
Well, at least we can just concentrate on talking now, and we don't have to actually play stuff.
Yeah.
There we go. So we get knocked out straight away.
Oh my God! Have you been knocked out?
Yeah.
Bummer.
And then it is straight over to Outlaw's turn. Duretti has been hit for 2 by a zombie as well.
Game over. Loser.
Yeah, and I'm just looking over at the clocks and seeing if there was any... Because I'm not even looking at the screen while I'm talking to you. I'm just like... I'm got my head turned to the side and I'm talking to you.
Yeah, you are.
And so I can't tell if there was any solitaire magic going on.
To be fair, I feel quite bad now because you've been beaten and you didn't actually... You've just been talking to me, so I feel quite bad, actually.
No, it's nothing to feel bad about because I said the power of the deck that I was bringing, and I said to everyone, just bring whatever...
Sorry.
Don't ever do that again.
Get stuffed. You're so rude to me.
I said people should bring whatever they want, and Cranial obviously did that.
I will cut
so
you.
The power levels of the
they're all...
decks were mismatched. But the first game I uploaded, the power levels of the decks were mismatched as well, and I won that one. So it's
it's all...
It's just what happens.
It's all shits and giggles, isn't it?
Don't clap like that. It'll spike the mic.
It'll spike the mic.
Ignite the beacon. Search for a planeswalker. Don't know where that's coming from. I think that's Gargos. Oh yeah, it'll be coming from the only white player, I would think.
Pardon? The only white player? Oh, right, yeah, sorry, I thought you meant something else then.
Always race.
I thought you were being racist. I thought you were being a massive racist bigot then. But you weren't.
What's racist about calling someone white?
No, I just thought...
That I was being a racist bigot. Yeah, we've been through this, so what's racist about it?
There's nothing... Yeah, I'm not
Big
getting
problem
into
in
that.
our society, this.
I know that.
Not getting into it. You brought it up.
Yes! Oh, for
not getting into it.
Because we talked about this last time. They don't want to hear it again.
We didn't hear about it last time. I said last time, I don't know if I can get away with sense of humour like that. Because the Magic the Gathering players, I'm assuming it's just a vocal minority on Twitter, but they're incredibly sensitive.
Well, maybe they're not all sensitive, and maybe you should just say
literally
what you
just said, I think it's a vocal minority.
There you go then.
I literally just said that.
Say what you want to say, and if they like it, they like it, and if they don't, they can go watch somebody else.
Why don't you shut up, you white bastard? You're a white devil.
You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are.
I don't know that one.
It's Elvis Presley. Come
on.
Right,
that's why I don't know it then.
That's quite good, yeah. Yeah, in his that might be in his latter years when he couldn't obviously sing.
He was slurring his words.
Yeah, because he'd eaten too many burgers and he'd put on too much weight.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey ho.
I understand why people like him so much because he did do catchy songs. And this was back in the day as well when music artists used to... when you compare them to today's artists, they churned out music, right? But a lot of the songs that they churned out weren't even that bad. Like, you would think that... if you look at the Beatles or Queen or whatever, they churned out all these tracks, And half of them were actually pretty decent.
Yeah, but it's only later on
I don't know. I'd like to think I'd appreciate it at the time. Yeah. But it's funny that, because you'll get like artists now.
It's kind of the
they
same
don't
thing.
tend to churn out music as much as they did back then. But also the music that they release arguably isn't even all that incredible.
Yeah.
Like, you wonder how much legs it's going to have over the years.
Well, I've always said that how
long it's going to stick around.
Yeah,
like, are you going to listen
to it
in 10 years' time and think, oh yeah, that's a good song?
Yeah.
Like Taylor Swift, "Shake It Off." That's probably always going to be a good song.
Yeah, it is,
because that's catchy. A catchy song.
It's bloody catchy, yeah.
That's a catchy song.
Oh yeah, she has a knack of writing very, very.
Well, does she write songs.
Them? I'm not sure. I guess so, but I don't know.
See, you would hope so if she's making millions out of it, but I don't. I don't know if she is or not.
I don't know.
Okay, it's still Outlaw's turn after all that yabbering on that we did. We're on Grenzo. Skull Clamper's just gotten rid of this, I'm assuming.
Skull Clamper?
Skull Clamp.
All right.
A clamp for your skull.
Well, I guess that. Is it something to do with having a lobotomy? It's a bit nasty, isn't it?
I don't know.
A bit gruesome, that.
I don't know.
Well, I don't like the sound.
There are references to lobotomies in here.
Oh, like for God's sake, that's not nice.
There's a card called Pithing Needle, and a pithing needle is something that they would pull bits of your brain out through your nose with.
That's lovely, isn't
it? I don't know if it was through your nose or through the back of your head.
That's nice.
I think it was in Egypt they did it.
Happy dreams.
Or
sweet dreams.
Maybe, I don't know where in the world they did it. Yeah. You've got a chance to learn here and you're not listening.
I've listened and I've took it in and I don't like it, so I'm going to try and forget about it.
So you're going to try and talk over it?
No, I'm going to try and forget about it because it's quite depressing.
Well, no one's doing it to you.
What do you mean? What, no one's shoving a needle up my nose?
Up my nose? No one's shoving a needle up my nose.
No, not up my nose.
Ugin, the spirit dragon, wiping everything out there. Alright, she's gone to top up her wine again now, so let's actually try and get some game commentary in here. Just seen a board wipe from Ugin, and Golos is in play. Field of the Dead still running rampant. Let's see here, we've got Tasigur in play, and then Nazahal and Courser of Krufix revealing the top card of the library, and Avenger of Zendikar is about to come into play next turn. I don't think there's any fetches in play. That's not a fetch, is it? So, might be that they only get one land into play, but it's still a lot of plant tokens that are going to come off the Avenger. A bunch of goblins coming down now, so this is obviously Goblin Tribal, as Goblin Recruiter would suggest. There's a mountain over here, so that is going to make the Goblin King relevant. Although I would think they'd want to get rid of Cranial Mage before they concentrate on Go-Go, but then again, Golos is a really powerful commander. Yeah, missing haste there, really. They got down Krenko, Tin Street Kingpin. Like I said, the Mountain Walking Goblin. Krenko is going to bring down a bunch of tokens, and Perforos is really good with Krenko in play as well. Ugin does 3 damage straight to Cranial, and then playing out a Tamiyo. All right, that's actually quite funny. We both walked away from the computer for a bit because we needed to do some stuff with food that we are prepping as the game continues here, and it seems as though not a whole lot of anything has actually happened. We've got Consecrated Sphinx and Seaborn Muse in play now, and it's just a whole heap of Field of the Dead triggers going again. Oh, we're back over to Outlaw's turn. Decree of Pain in response is -2/-2 on everything, which gets rid of all these goblins. Gets rid of that, so that debuffs some other goblins, so it gets rid of everything with 3 toughness, basically, which is pretty much the entire board. On the goblin side, anyway. Decree of Pain was cast by, Cranial, and it wiped out a bunch of goblins that I assume was swinging in over here. Yeah, it looks like Cranial's probably got this one, although they are down to 9, so they are managing to peck away at them. 3 more direct hits from this thing, and they should be able to get rid of Cranial.
What's a Cranial might?
Cranial might go down, yeah.
Oh, well, he's not doing, yeah.
Well, Cranial's down to 9, but he's brought a really strong deck here, so yeah, he's probably being ganged up on. Blasphemous Act is going to wipe out all of the creatures unless Cranial decides to discard here with 16 cards in hand. He probably will. Your favourites there, look.
I don't like him.
Why not?
Because he looks creepy. He looks proper creepy. I don't care if he's the king of bananas or whatever he is. He just looks creepy.
I have it on good authority that he quite likes you.
No.
Do you not like the golden nipple tassels he's got, or whatever they are?
Is that not a necklace? I think that's just you getting overexcited about something there. I never knew you were excited about nipple tassels. On men, specifically. That's a worry.
It's the whip that does it for me, to be honest. And the bananas.
That just makes me think of Banana Man now. The
Banana Man,
English cartoon.
Well, I don't... Yeah, from the Dandy, or the Beano, whichever one it is. I don't know if that cartoon ever aired outside of the UK.
Might not.
Because I think things like Danger Mouse stuck in the UK. I think. I don't know. You can let us know in the comments, can't you?
Yeah. Banana Man was good, though.
It was alright. Thought of another good theme tune for kids' TV shows, by the way. Power Rangers. That was a good one.
Go Power Rangers.
That's the one.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, because it was all like rock.
Yeah, it was good. 80s.
Rock music type. Yeah, like an 80s style rock music ballad thing.
Yeah. We watched The Goonies, didn't we? And that's an iconic film, but it's actually pretty crud. Really.
It's boring.
Well, you can't hear what they're saying.
It's a bunch of kids screaming. You can tell. You can tell it was a bunch of first takes. Like they didn't bother to.
You can't hear what they're saying.
To react any of the.
It's a shame because
any of the things.
The premise of it's quite good, but
I like the premise of it. But it's just. Oh God, no! It's not good.
It's hard
not
work
good
to watch.
So we've berated. We've got to make this a thing now. We've got to go through iconic films, and say whether or not we like them. And if we don't like them, then we have to be ready to suffer the wrath of film nerds all over the globe.
I don't mind that.
Because Alien, we said last time, was pretty boring, didn't we? Yeah. And then we're saying that The Goonies isn't all that great.
Well, no. When you watch this, it's funny though. When you're a kid, you watch stuff when you're younger, and it's as if you can cope with all the screaming and stuff.
Yeah.
But as you get older, you're like,
oh God, screaming kids, get the hell away from me.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm trying to think of what other food. I like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, so probably nobody's ever heard of that.
Oh, I highly doubt anyone.
Or Singing in the Rain.
Singing in the Rain. I don't like musicals, but that's genuinely a good film.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
I highly doubt anyone watching this has seen Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
Well,
it's really not in there.
Hopefully they have.
Well,
because it's bloody good.
Maybe they have. Someone's gotten rid of the thespian stage while we've been away. What's occurred there, I wonder? There's an annoying thing about this client, right? If you try and open a graveyard, it just closes itself. So you want to look at what is in people's graveyards for whatever reason.
Well, you can't.
And it just closes itself.
Well, that's shite, isn't it?
Well, that's a basic function
of the game. Problem with the game. Well, has anybody been in contact with Wizards of the Coast, or whatever they're called?
With the two people that run this game.
Well, I would. Yeah. Get them emails. Get them
They don't.
tweeted.
They're not bothered. They don't care. There's another game that they're pushing at the moment called Magic Arena. And it's on... I think they're after putting it on tablets and iPads and all the rest of it, and free to play.
Oh, okay.
And then they'll probably put like adverts in it and stuff, or try and nickel and dime people, because it's a very lucrative form of media.
Like Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, but it'll be free to play unless you want to pour money into it, type thing. That's the way of the world with regards to video games at the moment. There we go. Torment of Hellfire is likely to end the game, I would think. Yeah, shame to. That's coming from Cranial. Cranial has just tapped out for that. I thought they were going to manage to get rid of Cranial there, but apparently not.
So Big Foreheads won.
Maybe. We'll see. I couldn't work it out quickly enough. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 cards in hand, which would mean they'd have to take 9 times 3 would be 18. 9 times 3, not 18 at all. It's 27. So, yeah, looks like the game has ended on that front now. So we actually went away and came back for nothing. So, if
it means the tea's not ruined.
Yeah, it means our food isn't ruined. We've actually, I mean, what's the timer on this? Yeah, that was about an hour for that game. So it means that we've got, I think it was like a 1.5, 2 hour game that we sat through last time, and I had to split it into 2 videos. This is going to be much shorter, so it means that people will be able to watch it in one sitting. I'll release this one first. And so look forward to the next one with Cretin on the game.
Nice one.
In the next video.
Yeah, cheers.
I wasn't really paying attention in this game because
You've got me sitting next to you.
Well, I got knocked out pretty quickly, and just as I was starting to kind of get going, I got knocked out. Yeah. So,
and then you started to cry, and I had to go and get a piece of tissue for you.
I did start bawling my eyes out, and then you had to comfort me, and then it was just this whole thing, and
just went. Yeah.
And then I just couldn't fight. I just couldn't bring myself to look at the screen anymore because it was bringing back harrowing memories of the time I got knocked out on turn 6 or whatever it was. Yeah, turn 10 now. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. We're going to go and eat.
Yeah, cool.
And we're going to get on with our lives.
Yeah, lovely. Lovely stuff.
What do you want to say to them? Out and out.
Just thanks, everybody. And thank you to all the patrons. Is it Patreons or Patrons?
The company is called Patreon.
Patreons.
So the word for...
So thank you to all the Patreons.
No. The company is called Patreon. The people on Patreon are called patrons. Patrons, as in a patron is an actual word outside of Patreon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Patron.
Right.
A patron just means you support something monetarily.
So thank you to all those people, and thank you to everybody that plays against you and puts up with him, because I know how hard work he is. And yeah, subscribe and spread the word and get on that Patreon, because that's why he does it all, because he does it all hard work for you.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Well, you do, and I know how much work you put into it.
I started doing it for the sake of a creative outlet, because I was like itching to. That sounds really sappy and arty, but that was the case, and now it has turned into like people are expecting it, and it's helping people.
Yeah.
That sounds really vain as well, but that does feel a little bit like that. So, yeah, that's very nice of you. I'm going to be uploading 1v1s again now. I don't know if it's going to be videos 7 days a week. I'll probably just aim for 5 at the moment and then see how it goes.
Because we don't know about work and stuff, do we?
No. But maybe you can be on some of the 1v1s and they can be shorter videos.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So you're not sat here for 2 hours.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
It's all things to think about. It's all food for thought. So, big thank you to everyone. What do they do at the end of a video?
Well, I know what you say, but I just want, first of all, to say to everybody to keep well and look after each other because of what's going on at the moment, because it's horrible.
And they need to take it seriously. And
look after your family and look after your loved ones. Look after
your family, your loved ones. If your parents or your grandparents need any supplies or anything, help them out. You don't want them going out into the world when things are looking the way they are.
No.
Regret is a terrible thing to live with, and if anything happens, you might live with regret for the rest of your life.
And thank you to everybody. It's
so
nice.
Big thank you to everyone. Big thank you to the commenters in the last video as well.
Yes.
Because they were really nice about the video last time, weren't they? Yeah. They really enjoyed it. Yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed this one as well.
Yeah.
And what do I say? I say subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs down button twice if you didn't like it. I'm tribalkai.
And thank you for watching.
On the EDH channel and a blah blah blah.
Love you, bye.
I don't end them like that. God,
you goblin.